welcome back to my channel. I am Austin Mackenzie of Mackenzie's Oil Emporium, and today's video is going to be all about how I made my laundry routine zero waste / low waste, and how I do laundry for the entire family that way. So let's jump right in. First thing I want to talk about is when you do switch to a zero waste lifestyle, you do need to use up what you have first. So when I decided to tackle my laundry routine and try to eliminate waste there, I did need to use up the detergent in the plastic bottles that I use. The dryer sheets, I was kind of at that time done with toxins in my home. I had already switched to beeswax candles, no more aerosol cans, no more toxic air fresheners. I make my own now with essential oils. So at that time, I did decide not to use up my dryer sheets. I did donate them. I did not throw them away. I did donate them. So I know that they're being used for my laundry baskets for each room. Hello, Sherlock. For my laundry baskets for each room, she loves the oil diffuser. Don't worry, I'm using cat-friendly oils, and I'll make a video about that later if you have pets in your home. I used to buy the cheap plastic laundry baskets they have at the store for like 99 cents because I thought I was saving money. They do break very easily. The end of life would come up, and then I would just recycle them, and I'll go into recycling later on another video, but I would recycle them and then just go buy another one. They actually look like this. This is the last one that I own. These little guys. This one is already bent and warped, but they're easy for me to carry on my hip. If I'm carrying a baby, if I'm carrying food, if I'm carrying my tea, I can just pop this guy on my hip and it's easy, it's lightweight. It is not earth-friendly though. This guy I will be using as long as I possibly can. When these little guys right here snap, I will tape them up. It's not going to be cute or pretty, but I'm going to use this for as long as I possibly can. The other laundry baskets before that guy who broke and I replaced, I did get a metal frame laundry basket with a linen or cotton bag to put in there. So, however, because they are not plastic, they will last a lot longer. They were more expensive. They were about $16 to $20 depending on the size, but in the long run I am saving money. More importantly, saving the environment. Next thing I want to go into is our detergent. We were already using a detergent that did not have any artificial smells in them, and it was the Fresh and Clear, so it didn't have fragrance, or it had little fragrance. We were using that. It does come in a plastic recyclable container, so we did recycle them. However, we have now switched. We finally used the last of that, and so we switched to soap nuts. I have seen these all over YouTube. I've seen them on Earth Hero, on Amazon. These things have been great so far. I've done 3 loads of laundry. I wanted to test each of our clothes: baby clothes, mom clothes, and daddy clothes. My husband's clothes from work are usually covered in, you name it. There's sawdust, there's paint, chalk, whatever he gets on him. I wanted to make sure that I could use these guys and confidently say this will work for your entire family. And it has worked for our entire family. My husband was a little suspicious because he was like, these are nuts. How is this going to clean my clothes? So I did a load of his laundry and everything came out clean. They look like this. They look like little candied walnuts to me. They look like that. How fun is that? This is an actual nut. Now, when I first looked into these, I thought it was laundry detergent pressed into the shape of a nut. It's not. It's actually a nut that grows, and it is harvested and put in this little baggie here and comes to your door. I did get mine from Amazon. Next time I will be getting it from Earth Hero. I hope the packaging is has a little less plastic in it. Other than that, this is great. I can upcycle this bag. I can use it for so many things. When all my little soap nuts are done, what you do is you take about 6 to 8 of these guys. It comes with a little baggie. You put these in that little baggie, and you just throw that little baggie in your clothes, in your washer, and voila, clean. These do not have a scent, which I'm fine with because it means nothing was added to these guys. They do naturally produce their own soap. These are non-toxic. They are earth-friendly. They're chemical-free. I'm just reading the bag at this point. They're 100% natural. They're wild source. These things are great. Oh, look, there's more fun stuff written on the bottom here. They are vegan, hypoallergenic, natural, totally biodegradable. I love these things. Great. The other thing that I do is woolen dryer balls. These guys have replaced our dryer sheets, which I said before I stopped using as soon as I figured out they weren't a necessity. I know, it's a very silly thing, but it's kind of a dumb moment. Like, you don't actually need dryer sheets. One of the main draws to these guys for me was the fact that this actually lessens your drying time. So I don't need to use my dryer as much as I would if I wasn't using these. These guys bounce around in your dryer with your clothes. They aerate them really nicely, so it actually takes less time to use your dryer. So you're saving energy. You're saving all kinds of things by using these guys. At the end of this life, I can put this in my compost pile. So there is no waste with these guys. These little marks here, these are very old. I got these months ago. They're still going strong. I do put essential oils on these as I feel that I want my clothes to smell. If I want my baby clothes to smell like lavender to relax him, I will put some lavender drops on here. I have tried peppermint. Didn't really make my clothes smell like peppermint. I tried eucalyptus. That was a nice one. So you can try all different kinds of oils, but that's what these little marks on this one is, because this is not brand new. I have never had any oil residue on my clothes. I know that that has been a question that's frequently asked. If I put oil on this, it's going to get on my clothes will get stained. I have not had that problem at all, and I've used these for all different fabrics. So these have been great. I try not to use my dryer as often as I can to save energy. So I actually took a long piece of twine and I made a clothes drying line outside in our yard. We are lucky enough we do have a yard for that. Our home is a little smaller. We do not have room for a wooden drying rack as much as I would love one of those guys. There's just not room in here for that. So I use these wooden clothespins and I hang up my clothes as I can. I do wash and dry our clothes less now to save energy and to save water. I wait until I do have a full load. As a stay-at-home mom, it is very easy for me to just pop a load of laundry in the morning, and that way I stay on top of clothes. But in reality, I'm wasting water, I'm wasting energy. It's not good. So now I only wash our clothes twice a week. That works for us. We do not have a lot of clothes between all of us, so it's pretty easy. Sometimes I will mix my clothes and the baby clothes. The only thing that really needs to be washed up really is my husband's work clothes, so I will wait until he's almost completely out of them. That will make a full load for me. The other thing we have done to reduce waste in our home is we have switched from plastic single-use diapers or plastic and whoever knows what else is in there, to cloth diapering. It has been a journey. I will do a whole video on it. I have finally found my niche in cloth diapering. I have a really great routine. It works for me, it works for my baby, and I think I only have about 20 cloth diapers. I know they recommend you have about 35, but the 20 works for me. I have here this cloth diaper. I did get these on Amazon. When I do my cloth diapering video, I will tell you which brands I have bought that have the least amount of plastic packaging. I did not appreciate how much plastic came in one of the ones I got there. Each diaper was individually wrapped in plastic. Didn't like that. So I will be doing a video on that, but this is basically the kind of cloth diaper that we do use. There's a little pocket back here, and these are the liners. These came with the most recent ones. These ones are bamboo. These ones are cotton. So I really had not noticed a difference with either of these. They both work great. You can place the liner directly on top, or you can pop it in this little pocket. So these guys, I will soak. And I do have a little sanitized mixture that I make that will be available in my shop soon. For those of you who like to give your dirty clothes a little extra sanitize, I do put a couple drops of these in the washer when I wash his cloth diapers. So that is another way that we reduce waste in our laundry routine. These are the oils that I like to use. My lemon oil, I use it in everything around my house. I will do a video on my cleaners. I use lemon for everything, so naturally I'm out of it at the moment. I do put a couple drops of On Guard into my laundry during the cold and flu season. No one has been sick in my home since we started using oils versus toxic fragrances. I do add a drop or two of this to my laundry. Sometimes I'll diffuse it. My son does have a properly diluted roller. I will put on the back of his neck, the bottom of his feet for his play dates, or if I take him out and let him go in a public play area. He has not been sick. So I will use some of this in our laundry. Again, no staining issues at all. This is the Melaleuca oil I use. It's tea tree. These are all doTERRA, by the way. It's just the brand that I'm most comfortable using for my family. I love it. It has a lot of properties. Again, I'll do a whole video on these because I could talk about oils for days. The antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral properties of these oils is why I do like these mixes. They also smell great. And then naturally, lavender is another big one that can be used for just a wide variety of things. I do put this in my son's diffuser sometimes in his room, only a drop or two. His room is a little smaller, so sometimes I'll diffuse some lavender to calm him down. Sometimes I'll add it into his laundry when I do his clothes so they smell like lavender. They're fresh, they're calming. So these are the oils I most use in my zero waste laundry routine. Now, I know what you're thinking, Austin, how is this zero waste? Because when you use these little guys up, then you have a bottle. I reuse these bottles for my own home. This sanitized blend, I don't know what was in here before. I do properly clean them, I boil them, I get everything out of these little bottles that I can, and then I label and reuse them around my home. The other thing I like to make in between washing for my rugs, the rugs in my kitchen, the one in my laundry room, anywhere that I have a rug to wipe my feet or that I just want a rug, I will freshen it up from time to time with a fabric freshener. This has been a big one. We got rid of all of our air fresheners. I did miss having a fun scent around the house. Or sometimes I will spray the cat tree with a little Febreze to freshen it up in between, again, in between deep cleaning. Sometimes you like to freshen things up around your home. I do make my own out of essential oils. I do use witch hazel with these. I used to use coconut oil. There's really not a difference for me. I just was a little iffy about spraying lighter fabrics with coconut oil. I didn't want it to stain. I didn't know if it would, but if it did. So this is the fabric freshener I use. I believe this week I have wild orange and lavender and lemon in this one, and I have witch hazel. You can see it's actually almost done. I love this. I'll give the couch a spritz. I'll give the rugs around my home a spritz, the cat tree a spritz here and there. I really love this guy. So in between washing those bigger items around your home, if you want to freshen them up, you can also use oils for that. That is another zero waste initiative I have taken. This bottle can be reused over and over. It is glass. The tops of these bottles are great. I don't even think this top went to this bottle initially. It went to something else. I cleaned it and repurposed it. A lot of these are threaded to fit multiple bottles. So you don't have to go out and buy a fancy one. I had this one laying around. I had made a dandruff spray before. So I rinsed it out really well, boiled it, and now it's my fabric freshener. So that is my zero waste laundry routine. I hope you guys got some good tips from it. Post any questions or comments you have below. I will try to answer them for you if I can. I hope this video was informative. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Give me one of those little thumbs up, guys, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. All right, thanks, guys.